Hey, how's it going, buddy? It's Arcane Hulk here today. Today, what I have for you is my favorite PvP class setup. It'll vary a little bit depending on what game mode you're playing and what map you're on. Right now, you're seeing in the background some Clash on the map Pantheon from the Dark Below DLC. My primary weapon of choice, it varies depending on what I'm doing. So right now, I'm using Hawkmoon, mainly because I don't have perfect balance yet on my last sword. But once I unlock that, I'll probably be switching between the two. They're both very strong hand cannons. Hawkmoon probably has the edge in some situations, but up close, one-on-one, the last word is easily the much better choice. Uh, Last word, it kills in 4 to 5 shots, 5 at range, I believe, maybe even 6. That's just from the general field weapon. I'm not entirely too sure the exact stats on that. Hawkmoon is about a 3-shot to a 4-shot kill, depending on the range. I believe it's 3 shots to the body, 4 if they're far away. So both the hand cannons perform very similarly. Hawkmoon has much better damage and the very rare chance of one-shotting people if you get a headshot, and the luck in chamber and holding aces stack on top of each other. Very rare, but it's still very possible, and it is a lot of fun just to instantly shut someone down, especially when they're charging you with a shotgun and they do their dumb little slide and shoot, and you just pop one, boom, knock him out instantaneously, and they're like, what? But yeah, that's always fantastic. But last word, it's you can't really take on more than one person at a time. You can maybe challenge 2 kills, but with the rate of fire, unless you're hitting those headshots and utilizing the hipfire precision damage, you really can't challenge more than 1 or 2 people at a time. Hawkmoon, you have the versatility, you have the range, you have the extra magazine, and you have the power to go for 4, maybe even 5 kills, depending on how good your aim is. But yeah, you could. It's a toss-up between those two hand cannons. For Trials of Osiris, that's mainly what I'm specking my builds for. I will be going for both of those. So expect a little bit of variation, but only depending on the map and what game mode I'm playing. So right now, I'm using the Swordbreaker shotgun. It's not as good as Invective, I'm gonna say, but I think it's good enough to what I want to use it for. If I'm going to use a shotgun, it's going to be when I'm turning a corner or while I'm going down a corridor. Right now I'm just trying to show you guys so you can get a feel for the range. It's very good damage, very high rate of fire, and the reload speed is very quick, especially with the 6-round magazine, so I'm really appreciative for that. But if you do favor shotguns, you probably still might want to go with Invective. Invective has much more range, much faster rate of fire, a bit smaller magazine, but with the reload buff, it does it is much more viable than it was. Well, it's always been viable, but now it's just even a little bit better for PvP. And my heavy weapon you're going to be seeing me use is Jolder's Hammer from the Iron Banner. And this is from, I got this gun back in the very first Iron Banner months ago, right after the first Queen's Wrath. Goodness gracious, I just cannot speak right today. But yeah, I got it back then, and it's been my go-to PvP heavy ever since. If you've seen any of my other gameplays, if I'm using a rocket launcher, I always blow myself up, or I never get a kill. I'm just absolutely awful when it comes to heavy weapon rocket launchers in PvP. But the reason I chose Joel's Hammer for this one is because, yes, it does have a bit of a smaller magazine size, but it packs a heck of a punch, and it keeps its stability on point with its easy to control recoil, and it just looks pretty cool. You get the little Iron Banner sigil right there. But this gun will kill in about 3 to 4 shots at any range. It's absolutely fantastic. See me right here. I destroyed all 3 of those guys, especially the Sun Singer who revived. So that was a whole lot of fun. But this gun is really, its strength lies with its stability and its power. Now there are a lot of other guns that are just like it, and you could sub it out for either one of those. But I don't know, the Jolder's Hammer just looks cool. It has that goldish tint on some of the panels on the gun. It has the Iron Banner sigil right there. As far as style and power goes, this is my favorite one to use, and you can absolutely demolish enemy teams, whether they're charging right at you. It's like using the Vex back before it got nerfed. It brings me back to that time when I was just running through people, and it was just fantastic to be able to relive that feeling. Because a lot of people won't get to use the Vex how it was. A lot of people wouldn't have experienced that. They'll just have old videos to go off of. But if you want to get a taste for what it was kind of like, you can use Jolder's Hammer, and it'll be pretty much the exact same thing. I think the time to kill on the Vex might have been a little bit slower, but still, that's besides the point. It's very similar otherwise. As for my subclass, I'm obviously using the Striker Titan, and the reason being so is because Xur sold the stand-asides this week. The mark, I can't entirely remember what the number is, 78, I think, staticides. And what that does is it increases your soldier charge duration from 5 seconds to 8 seconds. So if you pair this together with maximum agility for the Striker Titan like I did, you can cover pretty much 1/5 to 1/4 of the entire map with one shoulder charge. And that's invaluable, especially with its range as far as melee goes, and its one-hit kill guarantee if you connect with the hit. So someone's charging with a shotgun, shoulder charge him. Someone's slow firing a rocket on their heavy, shoulder charge him. Someone's right around the corner, you know they're going to be there, and they're sitting in the corner, they have their fusion rifle ready, and they're charging it up, shoulder charge them. Sorry, I hit my mic right there. A lot of the times you might trade kills, especially if they have a shotgun and they see you coming, but it really helps for getting people who aren't expecting you, and it's indisputably one of the best melees in the game. And the stanicides just increase its potential, and it's a very strong choice. Now, if you're going to be using a Hunter or Warlock class, my recommended subclasses, which are probably obvious, are going to be, for the Hunter, Blade Dancer 100% of the way. With the, I think it's Hungering Blade, that every time you get a kill, it increases the duration. That might not be too useful since Trials is mainly going to be 3v3 skirmish. But with the potential with Showstopper, if the enemy team is hiding in a Titan's bubble shield, you can take all three of them out just by tapping, I think it's R2 like twice or something like that. And yeah, it's just a really strong choice for Hunters. Warlocks, you have a bit more freedom with what you want to use. For example, you can use, I think it's Song of Flame, which decreases your teammates' super cooldowns. If they have low intellect and discipline stats, you might want to use that just to help them out a bit. But just play it by ear. If you're playing a 3-man team and they said, okay, we want you to help us reduce cooldowns, go Sunsinger. If they want you to just maximize your killing potential 100%, then easily go Voidwalker. Armor I'm using in this video is all full raid gear. It's, well, full raid gear and my Mark 78, something like that, stanicides. I'm still playing with my armor. I might use my insurmountable Skullfer just because it has my highest intellect and discipline stats across the board. So for example, my intellect stat with Skullfer and my discipline as well, I believe it's 89% and 93%. So they're both really high. My strength is 0. But with shoulder charge, I don't really have to worry about Sword Fist being charged too often. And shoulder charge will still give me transfusion as well as Storm Fist. So I don't really have to worry about that too much. But yeah, it's my armor set is still using a bit of tweaking. I probably want to run Armamentarium just so I can get double lightning grenades. But like I said, I'm still experimenting with the armor. The weapons are set. These are going to be what I'm using. And just a quick recap. Primaries, I would go Hawkmoon and Last Word. For shotguns, definitely the Swordbreaker or the legendary Vanguard weapon equivalent. Can't remember exactly what the name is, but the Vanguard Quartermaster is selling it. He's over there by the shipwright. Heavy, Jolder's Iron Hammer. I don't know why I said iron. It's because the sash is called Jolder's Iron Sash for Titans. So Jolder's Hammer. But yeah, guys, that's the video for today. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your Trials of Osiris builds are going to be down in the comments section below, as well as your favorite PvP weapons in general. But yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Tomorrow I'll have my favorite PvE weapons. But yeah, see you guys again. Y'all have a nice day, and thank you for watching.